Today's video, changing out the shift knob in my FIAT 500 Abarth. This one's from Madness 500, and the new one I got is also from Madness 500. I had to modify this a little bit to make it work. Hopefully, the one I just got fits right in. Here's the new one. It has a shift pattern on top. This one doesn't. I do like the scorpion though, but the scorpion's right here on this one, and feels more weighted than this one. FIAT 500 gear shift knob, genuine Abarth Biposto. Picked up a new shift boot retaining ring, some zip ties, so you just pull this up, cut the zip tie here, and then we'll take off this shift knob. I believe this one's a V2. I'll play the video of the install on this one at the end of this video. So here's the modification I had to make to this one. It did not slip on to the shifter, so I had to make the hole bigger, pretty much. It took me a while. Okay, I think this is a problem with just Madness 500, maybe FIATs in general, same freaking problem. It won't go down all the way because of this notch right here. So I'm gonna have to do the same modification to this part that I did to this. Pretty disappointing, but it does look good though. Yeah, I like the weight of it. I spent hours grinding this down so I could put it on the stock shifter. Instead of grinding down this adapter, I just grinded off the little nub, and it took like 3 minutes. I'm going to show you guys what tool I use. So you're just better off grinding that nub. I think I paid $10 for this, and I used my drill. 3 minutes. If you have a drill, this will grind down that nub real quick. Okay, got the new retaining ring. Let's go ahead and put this in. Looking good. Centered. Tightened it down. So now I'm just going to zip tie this just like stock. None of these aftermarket shift knobs fit properly. You got to make modifications. OEM's the way to go. So I cut the material to bring the shift boot out. I thought this was going to be fine, but when I shift into first, this pops right out. So still have to use more shift boot material, so still got to modify it a little bit. Both aftermarket shifters from the Madness 500 website, I had to do the same modification. So like I said, I just grinded that nub off, and then I had to bring the material out on the shift boot. So see how much tension there is. So when I was shifting it, it was popping the retaining ring out. So bringing the material out, now I'm good. There's the shifter. I like it, even though there's a few modifications required. OEM just fits the best. This Madness 500 company, 2 shifters, they didn't fit right, so I just grinded down the shifter rod. That's my cat with me. We're headed to McDonald's right now. She had a stroke. She had a stroke on January 15, and McDonald's say, look how energetic this cat is right now. Are you having fun? She has a lot of energy. So let's go ahead and look at it from the other side. There it is. The shift knob from the very best Abarth, the 695 Biposto. So I figure, why not put the shift knob from the very best Abarth? In America, all we got was the Abarth 500. So we actually got the middle one. The one in Europe, there's a 135 horsepower version. Stock is 101 horsepower. The American one is 160, and the 695 that I got this shift knob off of, imported from Italy, is 190 horsepower. That's impressive. So stock, this does 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds, and the 695 with 190 horsepower and weight savings does it in 5.9, a whole 1 second off. But I believe that car's 50 grand. American, like with the currency conversion, 50 grand, it's expensive, but they did extreme things like carbon fiber, shedded a couple 100 pounds. You could even get plastic windows for it, so pretty cool. So this is what we have in America. I'll end this video showing you a clip from my other shift knob install video, show you guys that nub on the shift rod, it gets in the way, so just grind that off. So there it is. I like it. It's taller, so look at that, right next to the steering wheel. That's a good shifter when you do this and it's right next to the steering wheel, just like that. Looks good. And there's the extra scorpion right there. Here's the original. I like the styling of the original shifter, but look at all that wear. This car's a 2015 and it has all this wear on it already, so it's ugly. So I got another one. So the first one I got looked similar to this one, but when I received it from Madness 500, the little emblem already had like a scuff on the top, and that's unacceptable because this is $100, man. So they went ahead and replaced it with this one. I do like this one more. I like missed it the first time I was looking for a replacement, but this is the problem. See this notch right here? Doesn't go down all the way. The Italians, they make nicely styled vehicles like this one and Ferraris, but their quality control needs a little help. This is the second shifter I got, and this one just doesn't fit properly. The other one had a chip on the top, and then the original, this car's not even that old and it already has all this wear on it, so I'm going to have to figure out how to get past this little notch right here. I think I'm just going to drill this out a little bit so it could slip in all the way. Here's the original shifter, and here's the shift boot fitment. So when you go through the gears, shift boot obviously has to fit properly. I haven't zip tied the boot to the shifter yet because of this reason. It's really tight when you shift it into third and fourth. So I'm going to modify the shift boot just a little bit so it fits better with this shift knob. Here's the reason why the shift boot works better with the OEM. It's a lot bigger of a shift knob, and you attach the boot right here with the zip tie, and that's why there's a lot more slack in the shift boot, and there's less slack with the shift boot with this shifter because there's a smaller shift knob. But I'm gonna go ahead and modify the shift boot and just move this slightly up on each side, and then I'll have more slack on the boot, on the OEM boot. I'm gonna take this out of the retaining ring, and the boot, I'm just gonna notch it. That way I could move more of the material out so there's more slack with the new shift knob. I moved these points right here on these clips, just moved them out a little bit, so there should be enough slack now. She just wants to be on the floor. I have it on the floor AC right now. I'm really sentimental towards McDonald's because when this cat got her stroke 6 months ago, I thought she was gonna pass away that day or the next day, and she wouldn't eat her cat food, dry or wet. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna give you McDonald's. She loved McDonald's, ate McDonald's for a week or two. Now here she is 6 months later, so I'm gonna get me some McDonald's chicken nuggets. I got your favorite food in the whole world. Take a bite. Bite it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. You're the best cat. Yeah. You love it. You love chicken nuggets so much. I don't even think it's real. But, like I said, this is all she ate.